Why are we talking about max funding, your TSP or your 401k for that matter? You say, Charles, how can I do that? Max funding your TSP, or for that matter, your 401k, your 457, your 403b. It has gone up the amount that you can put in to your 401k, your thrift savings plan. Went from 22,500 to 23,000. So what does that look like? If you're under age 50, it looks like 23,000 divided by 26 pay periods, or $885 a pay period. Yep, 885 bucks. Now, if you're age 50 or older, what's the catch up? It's the same. It's 7,500 for the year. So on your max contribution for your TSP, if you're age 50 or older and you want to put in every dollar you can, $1,173 times 26, that leaves you $2 shy, $30,498. You could put in $1,174, but honestly, I just don't like the number. I prefer that edgier $1,173. Now, why are we talking about max funding, your TSP or your 401k for that matter? Why? Because it could have a really, really big impact if you're able to do it for the last 5, 7, 10 years of your working career. You say, Charles, how can I do that? A lot of folks have really low debt towards the end of their career, the last decade, and their salaries have really increased. And they also say, hey, I need to save more money. We want to do traveling. We want to live comfortably in retirement. I think we need to have more retirement savings. And so now it's on. Now's your chance. So increase maximum, $1,173 pay period. Second is, if you've got some time, to reallocate, use the stock funds. I'm going to tell you with a story. This gentleman met us in January of 2018, works for the Department of Treasury. We work with him and help him now. He's one of our client families. In January of 2018, his balance was $475,000. The recommendation was 5G, 55C, 30S, and 10I. Now, that's not to say you should apply this at all. In his situation, this is what we determined would be advantageous for him. Now, through the next 5 years, when we spotted it in March of 2023, 5 years and 2 months later, his balance had grown from $475,000 to $745,000. That was well over a $250,000 increase. Why? Well, he was max funding for 5 years, and he was allocated into the stock market, the CS&I funds, predominantly the C and the S fund. Now, even though we went down harshly during COVID, remember we went down, but then the government bailout with the money, and in 2022 was horrible. The S&P went down nearly 22%, I believe. And the S fund, the smaller stocks, even worse. But if you hold on, I remember catching 2 phone calls from him, one during COVID and the second one last year, and it was tough. But if somebody's there encouraging you, hey, stay the course, don't alter, stay right with it. When you get close to retirement, now's the time, if you need the money for income, to wheel back from that risky high-octane plan. But if you've got the fortitude and the plan in place, you can, through max funding and an allocation that fits your risk tolerance and your timeline for retirement, you can really have a major impact on your bottom line. But remember, past performance is no indication of future results. We don't know what the future holds. We know one thing for sure. Will the stock market go up in the future? Yes. Will the stock market go down in the future? You better believe it. But we want to be there to guide you along the way.